souls, welcome back to the Soulmate Tarot with me, Natasha. So today's pick a card reading is going to be describing one of your soulmates. So do bear in mind that obviously we don't just have one soulmate, and a soulmate is somebody, you know, you have that that deep spiritual connection. It feels like it is a connection that's maybe gone through other past lives. But this could be someone in a romantic sense, but also, you know, you do have soulmates that can be, you know, family members, they can be friends. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. It can be more platonic. So as well with this, obviously there are 3 piles. If you're drawn to more than one, then that's absolutely fine, because it might describe 2 different people that you may consider a soulmate, or maybe it's like a mixed message. If you feel like this person's already in your life, it could be that, you know, there's traits from them in both piles. So, you know, if you want to watch more than one, then definitely that's something you should feel free to do. What I'm also going to do is get some initials. I've got numbers, star signs in here, and we'll get some additional information with my astrology deck as well. It's the Lily Ashworth one, Heavenly Bodies Astrology Oracle. And so yeah, to get started, we have pile 1 here with this rainbow moonstone. I love the little flash that's in there. Rainbow moonstone point. Then we have pile 2 in the middle with, I always say it wrong, scolite, so that's, yeah, number 2. And then pile number 3 at the end with this tourmalated quartz point, or mini tower. So think about which one you are drawn to. I've gone for a little black and white theme today. Think about which one you're drawn to, and then hit that timestamp in the description box or in the comment section, and I will see you in your reading. Hello pile 1, if you chose the rainbow moonstone, this is your reading. So we're going to be looking at your soulmate and, you know, kind of describing them, their traits. Also it can be like how you might know that it's them. That may slip in a little bit as well, and then we'll get some initials and information maybe on the star sign, as well as from the astrology deck as well. So let's get started. So for you guys, I'm just going to lay them all out all together. So we have some oracle and tarot, right? So we have Page of Cups, the Chariot, 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords reversed, 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands. And then we also have, so we have the Mystic. We also have the Shadow. And we have the Unseen. And we have the cards Inspiration. And we have Beauty. So if I lay these here, then let's see if we can get everything, nearly everything. Okay, so your person, sorry, I just need to move my chair back a bit. There we go. So this person that is your soulmate. First of all, obviously I'm going to do the astrology deck and initials, etc. a little bit later, but I am getting very kind of like watery vibes here with the Page of Cups, 7, 9 of Cups, and the Chariot, which is a card of, you know, Cancer. I'm kind of getting those watery vibes. So They may have a lot of water in their chart, or maybe their sun, moon or rising sign is a water sign, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And I really feel like this person has, with that kind of Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups, like almost like a dreaminess about them. With the Page of Cups, I feel like this person could, move these crystals. I feel like this person could be younger than you, or I am getting a very like youthful vibe from them. So I feel like they are somebody that even if they are older, it's not so much that they're immature. I don't feel like they're immature. I feel like just it's like the world hasn't kind of worn them away, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when we get older we can become, you know, a bit more cynical about the world in general, especially like to do with love. But I feel like this person has remained kind of untouched by cynicism. I feel like they are quite innocent, creative, dreamy still. Like I feel like they still have that dreaminess for the future. And you know, with that Seven of Cups, I feel like they're somebody that's always going to keep their options open. I feel like they're not somebody that is stuck to like one track. I feel like they're not going to be somebody that is just somebody that feels like they have to follow societal norms. I don't think it's somebody that's like, okay, so we're going to date for a couple of years, then we're going to get engaged for a year, we're going to get married, have kids, you know, and I'm going to do the corporate job and rise up the ladder, and we're going to own our own home. Although that's, you know, if that's what people want to do, like, fair play to you. But I feel like this person has a very like different view on the world. And I feel like this kind of view is, I feel like they're almost torn, because they have this dreaminess about them, and with that Chariot, I almost feel like you have that dreaminess and desire to have something that's maybe a bit different, to then actually to have wanting to maybe have some of the more traditional things in life with that Ten of Pentacles. I see that as they do want like this, they do like the idea of stability and maybe family, getting married, but it's almost like this person needs to balance those two things. And you know, sometimes it's probably hard for them, for the world not to like burst their bubble. I feel like there's somebody that thinks that they can have it all, like they can have maybe like a more alternative career, not something more traditional, and they'll still be able to, you know, make money and then have that family and stability. Yeah, and then with the Nine of Cups, definitely feel like this is somebody that is very, I feel like they're very like goal orientated. I feel like maybe they're very good at manifesting, so there's somebody that you're probably going to see, you're not going to feel like they're lacking for anything. I feel like they're probably quite lucky and things come to them quite easily in their life. Definitely feels like, you know, they've got everything going on, especially looking from the outside. I feel like this person may seem like a bit of an inspiration to you. I feel like maybe you'll be inspired to think a bit more like them, and not just like settle for the kind of norm. I feel like they're gonna like that within you. At times this person may, I feel like they probably take on a lot with that Ten of Wands. You know, I am getting with that, as I said, with the kind of watery vibes, Cancer, they might, and they also have the card the Mystic. So I feel like maybe they are very in touch with the more spiritual side. They may be energy healer. They may just be somebody, even if they don't realise they they are. They may be very, they may have like psychic abilities, these kinds of things, but they may not know it. So I feel like this person takes on a lot of burdens from other people. It could be like energetically, like if they are an empath or mainly an empath, they maybe feel like they take on a lot of people's issues, and that at times can make them feel quite down. But honestly, I feel like this person is like, I feel like they are very, very sweet, and it's like they can't do enough for other people is what I'm getting through. And this beauty card, I feel like maybe they are kind of conventionally beautiful on the outside, but also that kind of beauty is mirrored on the inside as well, is something that I'm getting. They're definitely somebody that you really want to be around. I feel like they are pretty open with the Two of Swords reversed. I feel like, you know, they're kind of, their heart is open. I feel like they've maybe worked through a lot of fears that they had in maybe their younger part of their life. So I feel like this person is just generally just very open, and maybe sometimes that is to a fault with being too open and almost like taking on other people's woes, but that's just who they are as a person. I think, you know, it's just something that they can't help themselves. I feel like they like feeling like they're helping. And with these other two cards that you have left, so you have the Unseen, and honestly the sense that I'm getting for this card for you guys is that you probably haven't actually met this person yet. Just from, so this archetype, obviously these are archetype cards, so they do have more meaning behind it, but the sense that I'm really getting for this one is that you haven't actually met them yet. So I feel like this is somebody that you will meet in the future, or it's somebody that is like in your life but like almost like on the periphery. Maybe it's like somebody where you close to where you live, if you're at school or at work. It's somebody that may like know of you, or you may know of them, but you don't really, it's like you don't really see them yet. You haven't got that kind of deeper connection there. And then we have the Shadow, and obviously all of us have light and dark within us, and I feel like this person is going to have an effect on you where it is like maybe some of your shadow traits you're going to almost see in this person, and they're going to help you work through that. I feel like, especially when I see the Chariot here, because that very much reminds me of that kind of light and dark as well. I don't think this person is at all like all bad. I feel like they've probably worked through a lot of their shadow self, and I feel like they are going to be maybe slightly triggering for you to work through some of your shadow aspects as well. So let's get some initials, etc. So, oh, one's just automatically falling on the floor. I'll pick that up in a sec. Oh, that's loads, right? So let me just get the one that's on the floor as well. Ugh. So I'll try and separate these out into what will be initials, and see if you might be able to spell some words, some names. Okay, so I think that's all of them. Right, we have a C, we have an I, have an X, have a, I think that's an A, got a 6, T, a D, a W, I think that is a H, an L, that's a 5, so you've got 6 and a 5. That could be a 0 or an O. We have an 8. We have, what's this one? This is a, oh, that's a 9, I think. Or G, sorry, there you go, a G. That makes more sense. Oh, we've got 2 G's, so they may have 2 G's in their name, or it could be their initials have, so first name's a G, second name's a G, and then we have a 1. So for letters we have C, I, X, G, G, D, T, A, W, H, and an L. I'm trying to see what I could see cat straight away, so that maybe could be Catherine for some people. Let's see if I can see any other names. I'm really bad at spelling out names. And then for numbers we have a 6, a 0, 5, 8 and a 1. And then also we have, so spring. So spring may be important to the connection. Oh, sorry. Oh, we have another one. So we have a 2 and an S. We have Libra. Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So all of the earth signs, Pisces and Libra. Let's just get a few more. So Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about this person? Anything else, Spirit? Ooh. So we have house 4, so cultural and family roots, home, peace and comfort. Definitely with this 10 of Pentacles, and we have all the earth signs here. Definitely feel like this person really is interested in family, home life. I feel like they do want stability. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, so then we have, sorry, we have Virgo, so integrity, reverence and service. So again, maybe somebody that is a Virgo, earthy sign. Then we have mutable, so surrender, fluidity and welcome in change. As I said with this person, I feel like they are very much, you know, I feel like they have ideas and dreaminess about how they want life to be. I feel like they don't want life to be necessarily, you know, like with the norms, but also they do have like, I feel like they do want stability and that kind of thing. So I feel like this person is quite fluid. They probably change their mind depending on who they're with. So I feel like if they're with somebody that's more creative, they're probably going to take inspiration from them and want to live that kind of life. But if they are with somebody that is a bit more like home driven, career orientated, they probably can fall into that. I feel like they are quite immutable as a person. So that's everything that I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, subscribe, share, comment. All those interactions are so much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in another reading. Hello, pile 2, if you chose the Skolite. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Crystal, this is your reading, so you guys are pile 2. What we are going to be doing is describing your soulmate, kind of like personality. What may sneak in is like kind of this is how you'll know if it's this person. We'll also be getting initials, there's like star signs in here as well, and numbers, so you know, you can pick out dates, that kind of thing. And we'll also, once we've done that, we'll get a few cards from the astrology deck to give a bit more information on this person. So obviously do remember, as I said in the introduction, that, you know, we have more than one soulmate. So this may be describing somebody that is, you may recognise and be like, oh, actually this sounds like so much like my friend. That's because, you know, your friend or a family member could be a soulmate. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. So let's get into this. We have 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups, Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Fool reversed. We also have fertility, and we have financial health. Then we have the Queen, Thantos, and we have the Creator. So you guys, your soulmate, I feel like this person, there is kind of some similarities to pile 1, so you may want to watch pile 1 as well. First of all, you know, I'm drawn to, you have the King of Pentacles and financial health. I feel like this is somebody that may be that, you know, may be very career orientated. They may have they may just have a lot of, some reason I'm feeling like some of them may inherit like a lot of money, or they could be from like a wealthy family that has kind of been in their background, because you do have the Queen as well, which, although, you know, there is other aspects of that I'll get into, the kind of sense I feel like with the kind of that Pentacles and royalty is kind of making me thinking of like inherited wealth. So it could be that this person is quite wealthy, or they could be self-made as well, but definitely feel like this person has some money about them. And especially with that, the kind of like 10 of Pentacles, well, 10 of Pentacles, that makes me feel like the sense of like stability, very much like home life, family. I feel like this could definitely be some that could be you know, inherited. I think beside that this person, even if they do have that kind of money behind them, I feel like this person has almost like a bit of a, you know, artistic soul about them. I feel like this person, with that fertility card, how I'm seeing this is, first of all, you know, I feel like maybe they do want a family, but it's that fertility is in the sense of like ideas. I feel like they have very fertile minds. So you have this card, and with the Creator here as well. So, you know, the Creator makes me think of somebody that is, you know, somebody that is artistic, or even like entrepreneurial, I think that's the word, that they can kind of create something. You give them some like, you give them like objects, or you give them like the materials that they need, and they can create something like amazing from it. So this person may be, you know, writer, they could be an artist, actor, musician, or as I said, maybe even an entrepreneur. Maybe they've built like a business from like the ground up. And I feel like, you know, with that Ace of Wands as well, that is that kind of like creative energy. You can even see it in here. It looks like a paint palette. So I feel like this person definitely has that side to them. You know, they even could be like a writer as well. So they do have that creative side. So this person's not just, I feel like this person isn't just like, you know, stuffy and rich and, you know, maybe they're like do like a boring job that makes a lot of money. I feel like they do have this like very interesting side to them. And as I said, with that Ten of Pentacles, I feel like we have the Nine of Cups here. So I feel like their life is generally going quite well. They probably get what they want quite a lot. They could be good at manifesting, but definitely with that Nine of Cups, I feel like they're living a life that they are generally happy with. And I think most of the time there's somebody that is quite determined. With that Nine of Wands, it can be that maybe this person has had failures in the past, but they're willing to keep going forward. I feel like they really want to have a life that's kind of that Nine of Cups, that brings them like a lot of kind of joy and like satisfaction. So I feel like they're willing to keep like moving forward. And you know, as I said about that manifestation, we have Three of Wands. So I feel like they always know that that good stuff is coming to them. Maybe sometimes they do worry that they're a little bit stuck when they are maybe waiting for things to happen for them. I feel like maybe they can get a bit apathetic, maybe they can get a bit dramatic here, like, oh, just they're waiting for that extra cup. Or there may be one aspect in their life that they're just not very satisfied with, is one of the other things I'm getting from this card. It could be like like maybe their love life is the one thing that's kind of like lacking for them. It feels like they have like this kind of artistic side, they have like that creativeness, they have a job that they love, but you know, it feels like there's just one thing missing in their life. And yeah, and the only thing left here is that the Fool. Sometimes, so when the Fool is reversed like this, the sense that I'm getting from this card is this person is maybe a bit like risk adverse. So if this is this person, if they're your soulmate, it could be that you have to put in like the kind of work initially. It may be that you have to be the one that asks them out, or if it's a romantic soulmate here, and this person may sometimes be kind of risk averse, and you know, maybe even though they have all these good things going for them, sometimes they may lack the kind of self-confidence to actually kind of go for it and actually take that leap of faith, and they get worried where it's going to go. So that's one thing to consider with them, that if they don't come forward initially, if you think, oh, I thought they really liked me, but they don't do anything, it could be that they are just a little bit risk adverse, this person. And so we have the other two cards. So we did the Creator. Then we also have the Queen here. And the Queen is, you know, counterpart in this deck. We do have the King. So you do have the King showing up here. So I feel like this person is maybe quite balanced. They may not be, they may have like both feminine and masculine traits. They may not be super... So if you are a woman or a man that's interested in a man, this person's not going to be like, I don't feel like they're going to be super masculine. I feel like that it's kind of balanced out. You have the Queen as well, so they can be quite nurturing, quite caring, have, as I said, that more like creative side, and I feel like, as I said, with them being a bit more like risk adverse, a bit more like protective of their energy. And we have Thanatos. I always say these wrong. I feel like it's is it Greek? I can't remember if it's Greek. So with this card, this is a card of, this essentially reminds me of the death card in tarot. It does speak of death and about how that is very changing of you. So this person may have experienced loss in their family. As I said, that I feel like this could be somebody that's inherited a lot, and it could be that they lost their parents, and they've inherited quite a lot, like the family businesses and that kind of thing. So it is very changing to a person. This is what could make them maybe a bit more like risk adverse as well. It could help with, you know, with that creative side. Sometimes loss and that, even though it's obviously devastating, it can be for some people very triggering to create like their best work when it comes to art and music, etc. So this person definitely, I feel like they have experienced loss and death in their life, and it has changed them, but that doesn't necessarily mean in a bad way. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to get some initials, and then we'll look at the astrology deck as well. So let's get some initials. I've got loads to pull. Oh, what? Oh my god, there we go. That should be enough. I feel like pile 1 had way too many. So I'll take these out. So some are initials, some are like star signs or months, etc. So I think I've separated out those. So it depends. Sometimes people get loads of initials, sometimes you get loads of like star signs. So, right, we have the number 2. We have F, K, D, another F, so they may have 2 F's in their name, or maybe the initial of their first name and last name. Then we have an X. We have a T, we have a Y, and we have a W, and what's this one? And this is an N. So you have W, F, X, K, D, Y, N, F and T, and you have 2. And then for this we have, 2024. So maybe that's when you will meet this person. We have September. So that could be 2nd of September. I think this is October. There we go, October. We have spring. So spring came up in pile 1 as well. Leo. So Leo energy. Summer. Gemini, and we have July. Okay, so let's get just a few more cards. So Spirit, what else can you tell us about pile 2's soulmate? So we have Taurus, so trust, patience and sensuality. So Taurus is an earth sign. They are apparent. I feel like I don't know very many Tauruses, but that is one thing that I do hear a lot. Very sensual. They are very patient. They you know, I feel like they're very good with money as well, and you know, they're very determined. Like very good. I feel like they're somebody that can make like a lot of money because I feel like they know what to do with it as well. So, anything else you can tell us, Spirit? Anything else you want to tell us about Oh. Let's go. Right. So we have South Node, so destined to release. What I'm going to do is just get the guidebook for that one. And then House 7, so profound relationships, intimacy and romantic partnerships. So I feel like this is Spirit saying that this person probably is a romantic partner for you guys, rather than maybe a platonic one, but also profound relationships. So I feel like this person's going to have quite a big impact on your life. And then we have South Node, so let me just look at that one. I'm still trying to learn a lot of the astrological terms. Oh, right, so energetics. So we have destiny and fate. Experience destined to release. So so it says your soul aches to leave your South Node because you've spent previous lifetimes stuck in this space, so much so that you have undeveloped in its opposing realm, and while you're tempted to cling onto the comfort of the South, it blocks the flow of your life. There's an unchangeable current carrying you in the opposite direction. So with this person, with the South Node, I feel like maybe they are going to kind of push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. It may be somebody that you would not expect. And you know, you do have this like destined fate to meet. So I feel like this is somebody that you probably will meet in some way in this lifetime. So yes, that's what I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, do comment down below, like, subscribe, share. All that is very, very much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another reading. See you later. Hey pile 3, if you chose the tourmulated quartz, this is your reading. So what we're going to be doing is describing your soulmate, so one of your soulmates. I'd like to, you know, go over that before we begin. You do have multiple soulmates that you know could meet in one lifetime. You may only meet like one or two, but obviously it depends on your experience. This soulmates can be as well family members, they can be platonic friendships, they're not always romantic, so do bear that in mind. So if you feel like I'm describing someone that you know you are friends with or you're a family member, it could be that they are your soulmate, but just not in that like romantic sense. Okay, so what we'll do is we will get some initials and some more oh sorry guys, just hit the tripod there, and we'll get some more information from the astrology deck. So let's get into this. I'm just going to lay them all out first. So we have, I have to admit, you guys, I just saw 111, but also you guys, I really love the energy from your person. Was what I kind of picked up straight away when I was pulling the cards. So we have the Page of Swords, we have Queen of Pentacles, Death, which you may see Death and you're like, oh, why did you like this? But we have the Sun as well. I feel like sometimes people get scared when they see Death, but it doesn't mean actual death. Six of Swords, the Fool, Eight of Pentacles, and we have Ten of Pentacles. Interestingly, the Ten of Pentacles has come up in every single pile today. We have the cards, the Bridge, the Flame, and the Threshold. And we have the two cards, Transformation. Honestly, when this card popped out of the deck, I was just so, it just felt like such, like this card was like meant for this person, having seen all the other cards. And we have Travel, which when you look at the Travel card and the Six of Swords, I feel like it reminds me a little bit of the Six of Swords. So your person, First of all, with that Page of Swords, I feel like this person is one, I feel like one, they could be younger than you. I really get, it's kind of similar to Pile 1 in the sense I get a really like youthful energy from this card. But there's somebody that is, you know, very like honest, very truthful. They're always going to tell you what they think. I feel like they probably always have good ideas. I feel like there's somebody that's always constantly like pushing their knowledge and understanding of things. They're probably always researching new topics. They just seem very like, I feel like this person seems knowledgeable on so many different topics. It feels like you could speak to them about like everything from history to like what music's in the charts now, and films, sports, like the environment, science. I feel like this person is just like picks up loads of information. And even though they have that aspect to them, like this very I feel like youthful and inquisitive is words that are coming to my mind. They definitely have this, like, they do have a maturity about them. Just because they have the Page, I don't feel like it means they're immature. They have the Queen of Pentacles here. So I do feel like this is somebody that is very nurturing, that's very caring. You know, I always feel like the Queen of Pentacles just has it together. She's not going to let things slip when it comes to her life. She's got like her career down, she's got the home down. I feel like she probably, you know, can keep up with her friends as well. She's somebody that like has everything down. So I feel like definitely is somebody that definitely has everything all together. And the thing that I like most about this person is the kind of other cards that are here with transformation, kind of like the Threshold, the Flame, all of those cards, and with Death and then the Sun. I feel like this person is constantly transforming, in the sense of, as I said, that they're kind of learning. I feel like they're constantly learning and growing and like assimilating, like adopting things into their life, and just always like becoming like a better person. And I feel like they're just not scared of new opportunities. I feel like if you wanted a life with this person, they're going to give you, so they have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they will give you this kind of like stability. They do like that home life, but as well as liking that home life, and they are somebody that is going to be constantly transforming. You may move, there may be like quite a lot of moving with this travel card. It could be that they just like to travel for fun, or it could be that you would travel the world. Again, with that Death card, it's, to me, that Death card isn't like a negative, like things are coming to an end. I do get a sense of rebirth, especially with that transformation there. It just very much to me says like this person does go through cycles. There's constantly new beginnings in this person's life, especially because it's next to the Sun as well. I feel like these are very happy transformations. These are very happy endings, and everything's all about like progression, moving forward, experiencing new things, you know, and bringing like joy. I feel like this person, if something was making them unhappy, I feel like this person is somebody that follows their joy, whatever that joy may be. For them, they're definitely not somebody that is going to sit there and dwell in, or sit there and kind of suffer in like a career that they hate, or stay in a place that they really dislike. You know, with that Six of Swords, again, that is a card of like moving on to something new. and moving on to something, you know, calmer or more stable. But generally, they don't stay in bad situations. They will just move on. And, you know, again, as I said with the Fool, I feel like, you know, they're taking risks, they're moving on, they're taking that leap of faith, and I feel like they're almost like one step ahead of other people. I feel like this isn't somebody that like watches for trends. I feel like they're like, it's like they know all the cool spots before everyone else. That kind of vibe. I feel like this person's just so knowledgeable, and as you know, with the Eight of Pentacles again, I feel like they're constantly learning, they're constantly working on themselves to make themselves better, and you know, that hard work is very much like pays off for this person. You know, with that Ten of Pentacles kind of at the end there at the reading, I feel like they do, no matter what, have that kind of stability in their life, maybe materially, but also I feel like they foster like great relationships with people, whether it's just in the workplace, but with friends, with family, and emotionally, I feel like they are very amazing people to know. We have the card the Bridge, and this is obviously, the bridge is something that connects to two things, and I feel like this person in the guidebook, because there's a lot of cards in this deck, so often I do refer to the guidebook, and I definitely got the sense, so it did say about, this is somebody that kind of says yes rather than no, and I definitely get the sense of that with this person, that they are very much like willing to try things. They very much say yes, and their life isn't going to stand still. And you know, you have that, the threshold as well. It's like they're constantly standing on the edge of something new and something exciting. Like their life is almost lived on that threshold. And for some people that may be too much, but this person loves it. They love kind of not knowing if maybe in a year they're still going to be in this place, or they're going to be somewhere totally different. I feel like they are very they do feel very like transformational, and just knowing them, I feel like you would, whether this is a romantic partner or not, I feel like everyone who has this person in their life like very much benefits, and and I feel like it's like they spark with this flame. They spark that kind of sense of adventure and intrigue, and you know, that inspiration to live like a better life. I feel like they trigger it in people that know them very well. So I feel like this person is generally quite inspirational. So what I'm going to do is get some I'm going to get some initials, and it's got star signs and months and stuff in here. So it could be, when are you going to meet this person, initials of them. Sorry guys, I'll get a few more. There we go. It's always hard to know when is enough with these, because there is such a mix of things. And now I'm trying to get out all the other things. So we have a U, we have an N. So I'm seeing UN, so maybe they work for the UN. D, C, G. Is that a long? That one's a long one. We have an O. That could be number or it could be letter. We have F. We have an M. V. W. A 6. A K. And a 9. 69. and another O. So that could be a 0 or it could be an O. So we have 2 O's there, so that could be a first letter that maybe they have 2 of the same in their name. So we have U, N, D, C, G, O, K, O, F, M, V and W, and then we have 6 and a 9. And then for these ones we have November. We have 2023. We have December, so maybe winter time, this time you'll meet. We have Cancer, New Moon, and then we have 2025, so these could be important years for you guys. We have Autumn and April. So you have Cancer, that's the only star sign, and then we have the months April, December, November. We have New Moon, Autumn, 2023, 2025. Let's get some more information on your person. So is there anything else you can tell us, Spirit? So we have, let's go for these 3. So we have so early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind and communication, house 3. I did say, I feel like this person, very young at heart, early learning, I feel like they are very smart. It could be that you have already met this person in your childhood with that kind of Page of Swords as well. That could be where you met, and then you have the rational mind. So I feel like this person is, you know, an intellectual. I feel like they put a lot of focus into learning as well. Then we have house 8, so transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. So again, the word transformation has come up. I feel like this person is constantly going through those kind of transformations, always going through changes, you know, facing fears. Definitely feel like this person just jumps into everything kind of like head first. They probably do face their fears a lot. I feel like there's somebody that doesn't let anything hold them back here. And then you have South Node. So this actually came up for pile 2 as well. So destined to release. So the South Node is where we have spent a lot of our past lives in that kind of like energy, and it's all about being pushed out of that kind of comfort zone and developing other aspects. So I feel like this person, similar to pile 2, I feel like this person, you are destined to meet them, and they're destined to kind of, like, as we got from this reading, this person does have like, is very kind of transformational. I feel like knowing them will push you out of your comfort zones. I feel like they'll make you face your fears, and, you know, help you transform your life into something, anything that maybe you've wanted to do in the past but you're scared to. Maybe you're scared to travel too much, or live in a different country, or pursue whatever your dream career is. If that's something that you've kind of been too scared of and you've played everything safe, I feel like this person's going to push you out of that. Yeah, so that's what I see for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading. If you did, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff is really appreciated. If you like this reading, do make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in another reading. See you later.